Hello everybody and welcome back to what I've learned this week. Hints and tips for you guys so that you can find out what's out there if you don't know already. So we were at our pond and our bridge that we made way back, and I thought this was an appropriate place to be, because the first thing I learned this week, which is actually one of the more interesting things, but I have no idea what to do with it, okay, is the cauldron. So let's buy the big cauldron and place it down here. And if we take it and flip it upside down, look what we got. We have a circle of bright, shiny green water, which, who knows what we can do with it. Maybe let me know. Tell me what you think. I mean, there we go. We have a green spot in the river. It's not big enough to do much with, but I just think it's fascinating that we can do that. Now, if we look here, there's not really, you can't change the contents, I don't think. Let's check. No, it actually looks the same color to me. But yes, so we have two new bodies of water that I don't know what to do with. Suggestions would be helpful. But I just thought it was really funny and had to show you guys. Alright, the next thing is, as you can see, it's super dark in here, and I think that's one of the points, is the new candles, the new light fittings. So if we take the wall candle, which is stunning, okay, and we pop it here on the wall and we ask the candle to light up. In the greater scheme of things, it is super dark, but if you don't want to then have to add lights, add electric lights all over the place, and you want to keep that sort of castle or dungeon vibe, I learned that you can take this little round light and change it to whatever. I don't think that's the right color. That's fine. We'll change this for the object of the video. So we have whatever that little round circle that the candle is, or the candle holder that the candle is sitting in, make the light the same color. Then all you have to do is turn it with the grid snapping on so that it's facing either up or down, and then it's just a matter of turning the light on and popping it underneath. You see how much more light you get. You still have the concept of the candle. Sorry, I'm trying to wiggle it in here. There we go. It doesn't detract, and you can actually just pop it in there and it just gives another feature to the light fitting. but look how much brighter it is. I think that's awesome. It is fiddly. It's one of those things, but and you can change the color. I believe that they now have, okay, it is firmly attached. So, but before you put it in there, you can change the color. They are also planning RGB lighting, apparently. That was one of the latest updates I got. So yay, we will actually be able to have color changing. And that will be cool. For example, the Beetlejuice house that I built, I had to use the green paint instead of that green light. So that is going to be cool. All right, so that is the cauldron, the candles, and this can be used, this concept can be used for all the, we've got that one that we used. It can be used in any of these, even in the standing one. Same principle. Light it, and I'm going to have to use that again. As you can see, let's put it in a dark corner. Okay, and then I'm just going to copy that onto that, because then we're dealing with the same color. And then I'm literally going to put it on the floor here, because it's going to be easier because it's already been flipped. And I don't have to use my grid snapping. Now we switch. Come on. On. Way much more light. So hopefully that'll help you guys. And I think I'm going to leave it there. It was a short one today, unless you want me to throw in a bonus one. Now I was looking at this bridge, which is awesome, but at the end of the bridge, if you don't want to put a step, you can actually use the triangle. But then again, grid snapping is very important when you, I'm going to just pop it there, and then grid snapping, because without grid snapping it's not going to line up properly. So we're going to snap it there, resize it, it's snapped to whatever needs doing, and pull it out. Okay, then see, we might get that's going to be that way. Sorry. Okay, and then as you pull it out, it will not quite fit. You can then take your move tool, turn it slightly, and then move it in until it reaches your ground. Now as you can see, there is a gap there. So you've got to just wangle it a little bit until you get it, and then you will see the colors do not match up. There is some weird stuff happening as you walk, so be aware what skin you use. what material you use, sorry. And you can eventually move it into the ground. If you want to then do it the hard way or the easy-ish way, you can actually then just move it. I'm turning the intensity down to like nothing, and then just move it into your ground. The intensity actually has a life of its own, and you can always work on getting a sample height and then smoothing it down. These landscaping tools are actually quite useful. I did see on the one place people were complaining that grass pokes through. For example, here there's grass poking through. It doesn't help if you're not in Sandbox because you don't have options. But all you would have to do is choose one of the sand tools and then just go over it. And by putting sand underneath where you can't see, you're actually taking your grass away. Okay, that's it from me. We have discovered interesting colors. When they finally, I don't know if you remember, there was that moustache when they did the release for the new update, and you had different potion colors. I'm guessing that is colors that you could use in the cauldron as well. So when they finally get back to figuring that out, maybe we can have different color waters. And then obviously the lights, which do help. And I'm building myself a little magic school. So lots of candles, and we had a little bit of an incident with candles. If we take these candles, I don't know if I can recreate it, but I will try. Put a whole bunch of candles because I wanted them floating in the dining room, and they pixelated. So I'm not sure if I can recreate it. You can actually see it on my video. I think that was released on Tuesday. Yeah, can you see the pixelation? Which is quite interesting. I think it's just a case of candle overload, and everything's going a little wonky. Just be aware of that. And then you can see it shrinks as you take the number of candles down that are lit. So I resolved that issue by putting all the candles in the air but not lighting them all. So they are hanging, they're just not all alight. And then it looks still same sort of concept, but no pixelation. So guys, if you've enjoyed this, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.